From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. Here's Breeze. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. They're facing a tough spot. 3rd and 8 here to start things out. From the gun, it's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Did you just catch that?
More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted.
Did that count?
So far
oh, never mind. It didn't.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The open man is Smith. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. One man in the backfield, Murray on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1 yard line and coughing it up, no way.
Protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your second.
I knew he's finna run the ball, so that's why, like, I didn't, like, he didn't even twist his side running on all that.
You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
Because I didn't see you change the side that you were running on, change the point, none of that. So I was like, this nigga running, so I just went over to that side, his stick.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll have a first down.
Run.
Past the 20.
Go.
Randall Cobb on the breakaway. Touchdown.
Nigga, what do you mean? I caught the ball ringing.
Randall Cobb, 91 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm not playing with the Saints you are, my nigga. That's your team. I'm doing me on my side, my nigga. Go crazy.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and now it's second down.
53, Mike 53. Let's go.
Now Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
46. 6-man. Check curls.
Now Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn. 34 yards.
Did you have the ball first, Luddy?
On the board here in the first half.
All right.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And an alley. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys. That kickoff return, 104 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Breeze now. And he finds Cook. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Breeze now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Here's Prescott. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You got tape. You got
Prescott to throw it. Eluded, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A.J. Klein coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target. And it'll bring up third down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 27. Looking to throw. Prescott dancing to his left. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Two chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Prescott feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Second and goal from the 6 this time. This is Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. Prescott on third and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with it.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I don't know who exactly made the call. Was it the special teams coach? But it had to be okayed by the head coach. Gutsy call. Fake field goal that results in a touchdown. A terrific play.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off Byron Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
Oh, my God.
While they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Watch, kill.
On play action. Now Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
What?
So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6
I didn't see that. Nigga, all I just catch the ball and take
Many
off.
people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that
I was paying attention to the nigga that was chasing me.
We want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to
Bro,
break
what
the
tackle
rules
is he
and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown.
I don't care.
Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best and knowing that taking care of the balls.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to... I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety.
Elijah?
Things are just going from bad to worse now.
Are you
it's a
going to
safety that does him in here, and that is
really
frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but
I mean, usually if the score like this, niggas will quit. So I was asking, like, are you going to quit? You going to let me run score?
This one is over.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys.
I mean, I don't care.
This game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Breeze. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. He was trying.
Who you playing with now? Who you playing with now?
I'm not playing with the Ravens.
Huh?
I said I might play with the Ravens.
Alright.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You would joke like, yo, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, nigga, I was trying to get on for it earlier too, but you was on some bullshit.
That's fielded in the end zone.
So no, I don't want to play
the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
So after this we get on for night? Alright.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. To throw is Jackson. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Elliott, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the counter, Elliott. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Looking for Cooper.
I threw it to the wrong person.
Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Cooper was the target there. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmaker.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And an alley to run. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Now Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jackson going to throw again. And an alley to run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. This will be caught inside the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nick Boyle there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good. And he takes off with it. It's a fake.
You telling me you just juked me, nigga? Like, come on now. You talking about me getting bailed out. Look at that.
Tucker now to kick it away.
You know you got lucky.
This is taken at his 4.
Like, come on now. Oh, that's fair. Oh, nigga.
Good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. Going right side, he has Witten. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Prescott now. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Safety's creeping.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Following the interception, here's Prescott rolling to his right and nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. While we have a second, wanted to check in on how the first-year head coaches are doing, because week 1 was not very kind to them. They went 1-6-1. Matt LaFleur was the only winner. But week 2, not a ton better, Charles. They were 3-5.
And really not a surprise. And remember, Freddie Kitchens and Adam Gase squared off on Monday night with Freddie Kitchens and the Browns getting the victory. But Bruce Arians, Matt LaFleur, they won this week as well. But again, not a major surprise, because typically, if you're a new head coach, you took over a bad team. So you're just trying to build and get better. But Matt LaFleur right now, the clear winner, 2-0 in the early going.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Dak finally gets tight end. Witten and the Cowboys have a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 31 yards, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Let's go.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Charles, a little league-wide news as the Browns were taking care of the Jets on Monday Night Football Week 2. We got word that Dolphins safety Minkah Fitzpatrick continuing the exodus from Miami. He was traded to the Steelers in exchange for a first-round draft pick next spring.
And that means Miami is exchanging a 1, Minkah Fitzpatrick, who they use that to acquire, for a 1 next spring. And how valuable will that pick be? Well, the Steelers are 0-2. Ben Roethlisberger's out for the season. This could turn out to be a high number 1 pick, because the Steelers have been struggling this season, lit up by Tom Brady, Russell Wilson in successive weeks to start the year.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. CD, we want to remind folks, in honor of its 100th season, the NFL is encouraging fans to join players, teams, and the NFL family in a year-long volunteer initiative called Huddle for 100. Choose a cause, volunteer 100 minutes of your time, and help shape what your community will look like for the next 100 years. Visit NFL.com/huddle for 100 to track your minutes and get rewarded.
Check at the 39-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Caught right side, it's Snead. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. It's a gain of 5. And it'll make it a 2nd down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he stopped immediately there. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 24, Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. 2
I didn't get that?
left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
You gonna hit this. Did you get the ball first?
43-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there.
Oh,
it's
shit.
good.
Don't try to get down.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after
Thank you. I get it first.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
What am I?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Brandon Carr on the coverage there.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Elliott. And some space here. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Brought in left side by Snead. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. Now it's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel
Nigga, I just killed you on that.
42 yards. And the Cowboys capitalize
I just killed you on
turn
that.
it into 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Jackson on first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense.
I can't explain no tip ball, my nigga, but all I know is when the ball got tipped, I was switching players in the favorite triangle to get the intercept. So I don't know.
He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Because I do zone plays for niggas to be all in the same place.
As this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone.
I always use the middle linebacker because I know nigga throw the middle a lot. So as soon as I throw it in the middle, I'm either going to tip it in the corner. Listen! If a nigga throw it over the middle and I can get to it, I'm either going to tip it in the corner, going to get it. I don't know. So why you complaining, nigga, if you know it?
3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in
I don't know.
NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
It's not the Cowboys, because niggas be doing that against me, and now they be using everybody else.
And that is incomplete.
How? It's me, nigga. It's me.
On first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Fuck. What you mean it's the team, not the player, nigga? So the whole time the team been beating you, not me?
Really put this receiving core on.
But like I'm not the nigga controlling the team. You sound stupid.
The basketball team is playing excellent defense, great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone.
I'm not even running every play. What are you talking about?
We saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
I mean, that's how you like. This best what you say, nigga.
That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Oh shit, I'm running to your ass. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Because I mean, if throwing not working out, I'm gonna run. What else do what else am I gonna do?
So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised.
So I don't know what to tell you. It's football really throwing it past my nigga. I can't throw the ball every damn play.
Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I understand that part.
The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move.
But the whole interception thing, I can't control that, nigga.
Prescott to throw it.
Shit. Yeah. Oh!
Nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Hold on, let me play this. Let me play this drive. Flag on who?
Whistles and a flag, and I think we got a job.
Let me play the drive. Damn, you gonna quit? Fuck it, go crazy. I'm about to get on for it anyway.
Alright, I'm gonna
Alright.